Good morning, everyone. This video is going to be about resisting and detaching from a narcissist's words. In my last video, um, I had I was discussing about this Georgia Golden Gloves person and how I was able to deal um, with his words and his thoughts and his opinions about me. How I was able to not let that affect me and not let it upset me. Because, like I said, I used to be someone who would get easily aggravated, easily provoked to anger, and wanting to kick somebody's ass. Um, I, I just, that's when I was just, that was the old me. So, I've learned through through the strength that God's given me, how to just detach myself from narcs like Georgia Golden Glove. For all I know, it can be a golden boy or a golden girl. Makes you wonder. But anyway, once you get to the stage where I'm at, to where you found closure and you really find yourself, because you will, and once you gather your own strength and regain your own confidence, just know that for the rest of your life, even the rest of mine, we're always going to run into a narcissist, whether we know them or not. And through strength that you have and that you've gained, you got you'll be able to develop some tough skin and to be able to detach, which means you don't put no emotion to it. It's like, okay, whatever, you know. And what was so funny is that this jerk, Georgia Golden Gloves, what's really so funny is that this jerk kept beating inside my head that I'm delusional, I'm a psychopath, and telling me stuff, well, something like, well, just know you're a piece of shit, or just know that you're ugly, or just know. When they start with uh, that type of attack, do you know within yourself, because you know what you are inside. You know the truth about you, just like I know the truth about me. So you develop also a skill of deflection and say, no, I know that's not me. And this narc's constantly trying to beat in my head that I'm delusional, I'm a psychopath, I'm ugly, I'm a bitch. Uh, the list goes on and on. And the more I deflect, the more it pissed him off. The more I detached from this jerk, the angrier he got. And that there, like I said, takes a lot of strength. Like I said, you will get there. You really, really, really will. So it's just amazing now how I can be able to do reversals on people, because, like I said, for the rest of your life, for the rest of my life, you're always going to run into a narc. Let's face it. You're always going to constantly find someone to try to beat you down, to try to tear you down. But once you overcome the abuse of narcissism, once you've overcame that, found closure, survived it, and start rebuilding who you are, and start rebuilding your confidence, you just have this made up mind, and that you know who you really are, through looking within inside yourself and knowing who you are and knowing the truth about you. Once you do that, any narc that you come across, regardless if it's an internet troll or even out there in the streets somewhere, that try to verbally attack you and verbally try to beat you down and verbally try to tear you down, when you develop that strength, nothing a narc could ever say is ever going to tear you down. It's never ever going to try to beat in your head that you're a piece of shit, or that you're delusional, or that you're a sicko, or that you need professional help. You become very resistant to those opinions, because I have. And the more you resist, the more you piss them off, and you draw off that anger. I've learned how to do that, and that's something that you'll eventually will develop. But like I said, everybody's at a different level right now. I can't expect all of you to be at the level that I'm at, but I'm showing you, as I'm experiencing this, that I'm showing you what it's like to be able to have found yourself, to be able to have redeveloped and rebuilt your confidence and have that inner strength so strong that nobody, not even a worthless narc, but all narcs are worthless anyway. So just imagine that nobody could ever get to you anymore. No one could sit there and tear you down, try to knock you down, try to break you. And that's what this jerk tried to do, was try to break me, and he couldn't. I was breaking him by pissing him off. So the more I pissed this jerk off, the more he tried to beat in my head of how delusional and all the other mess that he was saying about me. And it just gave me that power. It gave me that resistance, because I wasn't going to allow that jerk to try to tear me down, to try to really knock down my confidence and tear it down. No way, no how. And I remember one of my viewers had mentioned that this person was just trying to reach and grab straws, and I wasn't going to fall for that bait. I wasn't going to, because I know who I am. And once you know who you are, the tactics of a narc, of trying to tear you down, try to program you the way they want you to program, your way of thinking, try to make you to be somebody that you know you're not, you'll be able to resist that. And it gives you more strength to stay true to yourself and who you are. And that there would defeat their purpose. But you got to remember, you got to stay this way for the rest of your life. And always be prepared for any type of narcissistic encounter. Whether it be your narcissistic family, an internet troll, which are just, I call them online narcs, or even some stranger that's a narc. Or it could be even a coworker, even a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. But then why would you want to stay with that person once you decided that that's that? You should go no contact. But anyway, it'd be such a great feeling. And it's a great feeling. I could tell you, because I'm experiencing this, that the more you stay resistant, the more that you draw into their angered energy it makes you more and more powerful to detach from what they say to you. To like detach and make their opinions about you worthless, and they'll start saying, and they'll get so frustrated. I mean, just imagine. I draw off that frustration because I get this vision in my head like that. Ooh, I can't get to this person. I can't get to this person. And I just keep repeating the same things. You're delusional. You're delusional. You're sick. You're a psycho. You come from a family of psychos. And just take that to your imagination. Just imagine that. It's like I can't get to this person. And just keep saying over and over, you're delusional. And I keep resisting, and it just pisses them off. That's where you got them. But you have to stay this way throughout your whole life when it comes to a narcissistic encounter, regardless how it is. Like I said, either by an online narc or in real life with a stranger, or with an attempted contact from your narcissistic mother or father or siblings. Once you have that, you would feel so powerful. I mean, it would just blow your mind, because it blows my mind. I mean, I look back, I said, wow, I can't believe what strength I had to deal with that narc that was calling me all those things about delusional, trying to program me into what they want me to be, and their way of thinking, and I just was not going to let that be. I was not going to tolerate. I was not going to let that tear me down. I kept resisting. And like I said, you can frustrate a narcissist, because you could take that frustration, their angered energy of frustration, you can take that and channel that to be your strength, and not allowing it to define you, who you are, and not to even try to control you. And like I said, and it never master you. Once you get them frustrated and you draw off that energy, you master them. And it's a great feeling. It's so powerful. Very powerful. And all of you out there are very capable of being very, very powerful. But take it one step at a time. Don't rush through your recovery. But at the same time, make sure you're making progress. Even if it's just a little progress, it's better than no progress and staying where you are and staying stagnant. But be patient with yourself. And some of you out there might be kind of where I'm at, or getting there. Some of you might be. But once you get to where I'm at and how I'm handling darks from here on, which I believe most likely I'll be getting some internet trolls trying to attack me. And also, here's also something else that's very, very recent. And I have a good feeling of this. Lately, I would have to say for about the past couple of months, I have been getting phone calls and even a text, and just using the name Crystal. And I've had so many countless times of how many phone calls and texts I got for a Crystal. I believe, even though I can't prove it, but I believe that it's one of my narcissistic mother and sister's game, or try to gain access to me. of trying to shut me up, of trying to scare me or intimidate me, and they're powerless over me. Very powerless. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're using this name of Crystal as an excuse to try to pry into my life or to try to get me to change my phone number so that my youngest daughter can never call me. Well, hey, it's not going to happen. Because what's so great about Android phones, you can block numbers, you can block text, and I can block them all. And the more I block, it's not going to wear me down. It isn't. And so I know somewhere in the back of my mind that my narcissistic sisters and my mom are just trying so many different ways to try to discourage me, to try to upset me, to try to get me scared. And those tactics no longer work. They no longer work. Their intimidation, they're just, we all know they're sick in the head. And now that I'm strong the way I am, I just know how to deal with that. And like I said, you'll be able to too. So, that's all I have to say at this point about how you can just really detach and resist a narcissist's attempt to try to program you into being worthless pieces of shit or make you feel you're delusional, you're psycho, you're crazy. Those words, those voices that they try to reprogram your head, even from an internet troll. Once you develop this strength that I'm describing and being powerful the way I'm describing this, it makes their efforts all worthless and it makes them frustrated. And just know that makes you powerful by taking away their power to try to make you into what they want you to be. You take away that power by resisting, by detaching, by deflecting, by reverse psychology. It can't be done because I've demonstrated it here. So, I'll be signing off for right now. I appreciate your feedback on the last couple of recent videos. I really appreciate all the feedback, and I ask that you continue to give me feedback and just to really draw off of my experience, and that I hope that the strength that I've demonstrated will inspire you even more to move closer to healing and starting to find yourself again, and to be able to build that strength and resistance towards any narc that any of you would ever run into your life. Whether it's a troll, in person with a stranger that tries to provoke you, to maybe even those of you that's gotten no contact, that has gotten some attempted contact from your narcissistic family. I'm hoping I could be that inspiration to you, because you will get there, and I encourage you. And those of you who have just found my channel and has recently subscribed, I welcome you with open arms. And just know you're not alone, and that I really, really validate you from the narcissistic abuse that you've encountered in your life. Just know I get it, I understand, and I know where you're at. You're not alone. You're not delusional. You're not sick. You're not mental. So just know that. And to continue to watch my videos, for those of you that newly subscribe, watch all of them and learn from my experience from the time that I discovered what's been done to me, to what I've done to try to recover and to survive and to overcome and then find closure. And give me your feedback, it's never too late. So, this is Mary Allen signing off. Don't know what the next video would be, I'm not sure, unless if I get some email feedback from you and with your permission for me to share, of course. And if not, like I said, you don't indicate whether you want me to share or not, I'm always going to assume private. So, this is Mary Allen signing off. And I wish all of you love, peace, and happiness. And above all else, stay strong. Bye. Take care for now.